Hey, Pastor Bob here. I want to give you an encouraging word. This past Sunday, we talked about our need to persevere, that as we persevere through difficult times, God is working to create in us Christ-like character. And so as we think about persevering, I'm just mindful of how many, as this COVID-19 thing drags on and we continue to deal with various things with this pandemic, that many times we're just really feeling overwhelmed. All the demands and expectations that are placed upon us, sometimes just feeling unrealistic. And I just wonder how often we just feel like a failure, somehow inadequate to do all the things that seem to be expected of us. And particularly for moms, as we move toward Mother's Day, I can only imagine that a lot of mothers who find themselves all of a sudden homeschooling and trying to take care of other responsibilities as well, just this feeling of being overwhelmed. And I'm just mindful that Jesus gives us that invitation in Matthew 11, "Come unto me, all who are weak and heavy burdened." And I think this is so important because as we come to Jesus, spending time in His Word, come to Jesus, spending time in prayer, just drawing near to God in that way so that we can get some perspective. You see, this past Sunday, I hope you had a chance to watch the service. There was just this incredible blessing. Grace Hendrickson sang this song for us during communion. In fact, if you didn't get a chance to hear Grace's song, I would encourage you to go back and watch the service. And particularly look for, at the end of the song, Jonathan, her dad, who was playing the piano, looks over at her and you can just see in his eyes how much love he has for her, how proud he is of her. And it's this powerful moment that I hope you can capture and recognize, that I think it becomes a visual for us of how much God loves us, how proud He is of us as we seek to live out the calling He's placed upon us to be the people He's called us to be. And He's really focused on us just becoming more like Christ and not necessarily getting caught up in trying to meet all the demands and expectations that many times are just unrealistic. And so may God help us in these moments, and particularly moms, may you experience the blessing of just coming to Jesus, spending some time in His Word, spending some time in prayer, and receiving that embrace that only God can give as a loving Father who reminds us how much He loves us, how proud He is of us, and gives us perspective on those things that we need to be doing. May God bless you. We'll see you online.